What's up, everybody? It's Johnny Bronto. It is a Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and wow, this is the episode. This is the one that I look forward to all year long, doing our haunt season preview. I'm your host, as always. With me is, with every single show, wearing her Woods of Terror shirt, Melissa Lukac.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to HauntScene.
All right.
Hello.
So we have a little bit of a different audio setup here, so I'm hoping it sounds good. I had to mess with some of the settings here, and you never know if it's working until it's working. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments, and let's get into it. So we have 1 hour.
Shout out to our sponsors.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to get there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just making sure.
All right, well, I mean, Melissa called for it, so let's go ahead and do that.
Yes.
Here's our sponsors here. Want to give a shout out here to our platinum sponsors, Fright Nights at the South Florida Fairgrounds in West Palm Beach, Florida. Woods of Terror. We just got back from Woods of Terror last weekend. It was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
In Greensboro, North Carolina. We did a very quick trip up there. We'll talk about that in a moment. Give a shout out to Fear Reach Scream Park in Tavares, Florida. And I can't wait to do that. They like doubled the size of everything. And then cannot wait to head up Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail here in Umatilla, Florida. That's going to be the one that we're going to go to here on Friday this week. Sorry, it's hard to keep everything a little bit straight here. Hold on one second. I make one quick adjustment. There we go. All right, cool. And let's go ahead and get in here. So that is our sponsors. Thank you so much. We do appreciate that. Everything that you ever donate is actually put right back into the show. All right, good stuff. So here is what we're going to do. We're going to back you off just a little bit right there.
Back it up.
All right. Now, we have like 40 haunts to get through. 40 freaking haunts to get through in this episode. Well, 40 things. So we're going to get right into it. We only have an hour, so let's just get right into the stuff. So here's how we're going to break this down. We have a ton of stuff. When I put this together, it ended up being like 30-something slides worth of goodies. Just like if I was teaching a webinar for my day job, just hang on, right? But I do want to give a very quick disclaimer here as we get into this. Just remember, this is not everything out there. Because every time we post like where we're going or what we're doing, we always get haunts that tag us and stuff. You're like, hey, you forgot a haunt. Or, I am Jim Bob's Haunted Toilet in Utah. I'm sure you're great, Jim Bob's Haunted Toilet. We will get there. I promise you eventually. But we can't get everywhere. All right. So keep that in mind. This is not everything. This is what is on our radar for the 2024 season. And a couple other things I just want to give shout outs to if you get a chance to go to them. But we're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about haunted attractions and the road trips we're doing, everything we're going to be doing in Florida, escape games and experiences. We'll talk about some theater stuff with Phantasmagoria. We'll talk about conventions and all kinds of stuff that's upcoming. So please, please, please just bear with us. We're going to get through everything here. What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching. Make sure you share this out. If you're watching the replay of this on YouTube, make sure you go down right below, comment your favorite emoji, tell us what haunt, what experience you're looking forward to. Tag your haunt in your area. We would love to get to know you that way. And so here is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and get in there. And we've already done the theme parks, okay? So we're not really going to focus a lot on theme parks for the last 2 weeks. I mean, some of our friends are on like horror nights, like night 12, 13 or whatever. Shout out to Wicked Thrill Seekers. We love you. But I think they're on like night 12 or 13. Like they're insane, but we love them. Their content is amazing. So make sure you follow them. But we've already gotten through Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando. Melissa went to Howl-Scream at SeaWorld in Orlando. And I did Busch Gardens in Tampa. And we had a really great time. They're all fun events. Go have a good time. If you want to do the theme park stuff, it's there. Go do it. Go nuts, right? Utah has some amazing haunts. I know, but we haven't been to Utah yet.
We need to make it out to Utah.
Yeah. Yep. You need to make it out to Utah. Oh. Okay. But yeah, please tag. I know Factory of Terror, I think. Spencer Cherry, that one's on our list. So we'll get to Utah eventually. Our long-term goal, remember, if you're not familiar with Haunt Scene, is I want to do one haunt in every state. So far we are at 121 or 122 haunts in 22 states. So we still got 28 states to go, but this year we're doing like 5 new states. So we're really excited about that. Okay, so enough with the theme park stuff. We still got a ton of stuff to get to. Here is the road trips here. Now, we just completed a road trip, our first road trip of several this year. I kind of consider South Florida a road trip, but we'll talk about South Florida when we get there as well. But we have a lot of good a lot of good haunts to hit up this year. We did hit 13th floor in Jacksonville on our way up. Shout out to Mary and the crew up there. You guys are all awesome up there, and they're now open. So you can go and visit this one right now. Go to 13floorjacksonville.com. We do have some videos coming. We literally got back like super late on Sunday, and then I had to work and stuff. So like we haven't had a chance to kind of go through all of our footage, some scare cam footage, some vlog stuff that we're going to get into. So keep an eye out for that. That should be the next day or two. We'll get that stuff up right there. But yeah, definitely hit up all the haunts. And so we love 13th floor. If you haven't been there in a while, there are some pretty significant changes. Now, if you go to every single event, there's still enough new stuff to really to feel like it's completely different. But there's some really cool stuff in there, some really interesting effects and things. And we had a really, really good time. So I love 13th floor.
I had a lot of fun. Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
Yep.
All right, so we've got that one right there. Here's a couple pictures from that. Like I said, we got some videos upcoming. We went from Orlando area to Jacksonville. Obviously, we're hitting Buc-ee's and Whataburger on the way. And then from Jacksonville, we drove all the way up to Woods of Terror in Greensboro, North Carolina for their opening weekend. Shout out to Eddie McLaurin, Peggy, Erica, everybody that we know there. You run out of time at Woods of Terror. Like
really do.
They need to be open till like 4 a.m. to take it all in. But it was really cool. I love the new stuff. We will have a little video preview of their brand new house, Baba Yaga, coming up. We got a chance to walk through it. Thank you, Scorn, Chris, for walking us through the haunt and giving us a chance to preview that. That was really cool.
That was really cool. Yep.
That house is going to be bad, like Halloween Horror Nights-esque.
Yep.
Like it was really, the quality of that house looks like something you would see at a theme park. It's really, really good. It wasn't open the weekend that they were there or we were there, but we're really hoping that it'll be open soon. But it looks really awesome.
But yeah, other than that, the rest of the trail, the other houses along the way were really cool. We had a lot of fun. There were a lot of new changes too as well to the trail and stuff. But yeah, we had a good time. Very good time indeed.
Yeah, there's live entertainment all night. Eddie sings, Bone Daddy there at the very, very top left of the Mohawk.
They have a new stage.
Yeah,
they
new
have
stage,
a new elevated stage
dance
now.
floor.
Dance floor. They have a new DJ booth.
Yep.
So a lot of new things we noticed while we were there.
And they're doing their golden ticket a little bit differently. The actual scarecrows will take you to the different things, like the axe throwing in the elevator and all that stuff like that. It was really cool to kind of have some interaction there, where they're kind of like giving you like a little character tour of stuff. I thought that was very unique. I haven't seen that anywhere else, but can't say enough nice things about Woods of Terror.
Of course, yeah. And the parade, the parade of scarecrows, of course.
Yep.
Which is always awesome.
So I have a ton of footage from this one that we'll be putting together. I have a new toy. I have an Osmo Pocket 3, so we're going to be putting together some little vloggy type things this year.
And what's her name?
Her name is Sally.
Her name is Sally.
Yep.
Johnny loves Sally very much.
We got to meet Freaky Skinny there. Vax was there. All the characters were awesome. Here's Baba Yaga here at the top right. Our buddy Tampa J was there. Shout out to Tampa J. He was there. Happened to be there the same night that we were there. We actually had dinner with him at the Penn Station. It was really, really cool. But God, this was such an awesome night, man. We had such a great time at Woods of Terror. So thank you for having us out and inviting us out. Thank you for sponsoring us. We cannot wait to come back. Woods of Terror, I think, is going to be one of those like things we have to kind of do annually.
Every year, once a year, exactly. Yep.
Totally worth the trip. Even if you're coming from like in Orlando, it was really, really good. Awesome. Okay, so that is what we've done up till now. Now, I'm not really going to count like the things we've done in the off season. We've been to things like the off season events at 13th Floor. We've been to off season events at Sir Henry's. We've been to Mortal Manor this year. So there are we've been to Dark Hour. We've been to a bunch of stuff in the off season here. We're going to focus on like mainly like, the stuff that you should. I mean, you should do all these things, obviously, but I want to focus on not what we've done, but from the season on going forward. Okay. So let's talk first about our second road trip that's going to be upcoming here in the middle of October. We are going to head from Florida, we're going to go up to visit Netherworld. We took a year off from Netherworld. I mean, Netherworld is basically like the Disney World of Haunts. If you haven't been up there, that's in Stone Mountain, Georgia. We're going to go from there up to the Trans-Allegheny State Asylum up in West Virginia. That's a new state for us. We're going to be checking out Torment. We're going to be going east to Markoff's Haunted Forest in Dickerson, Maryland. Maryland is also a new state for us. And I have heard amazing things about Markov's. It's like a must-do. Everybody that I know that travels and goes and does haunted attractions says that you have to go to Markov's. So we're definitely putting that one on the list this year. And we're going to go to Frightland in Delaware. Delaware is not a very big state, so but Frightland seems pretty cool. They seem pretty cool to interact with. And then when we come home from there, we're going to kind of split the difference heading home, and we're going to do Mad World in Piedmont, South Carolina. So this is 3 new states for us this year. Really excited about these. Seems like a pretty solid lineup. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of these haunts? And or if you're commenting below in the YouTube, let us know, have you been to these haunted attractions? Have you checked them out? Let me know what you think right there. All right. That's road trip number 2. All right. Now, then we move on to the road trip number 3, which is going to be towards the end of October. This is a trip that Melissa and I are going to be going on. We're going to be flying up to Chicago up there to do Hell's Gate. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to, because Jonathan, boy, I've been to Hell's Gate before. It was amazing. But we're going to go to Hell's Gate to start. We're going to hit up Realm of Terror, which Stephen Christoph, we're going to check that one out. We're going to go up to Terror of the Fox. A new state for us is going to be Wisconsin. I'm going to butcher this, but Ashwaubenon. I'm sure there's a better way to say that, in Wisconsin. And then we're going to end this one over in Wyoming, Minnesota, which is kind of confusing. Wyoming, Minnesota. But that's what we're going to do for those right there. So we have a total of 7 new states on the list for this year. I am super duper excited. Well, 7 states total we're visiting, 5 new states this year. So let's freaking haunt, baby.
Let's freaking haunt, baby. Let's go.
Okay, so that's what's coming up here. But that's what we're going to get up to. But you're all here for what we're going to go and do in Florida. So let's talk about some Florida haunts. Now, I do have some other things like some escape games and some other things you might want to put on your spooky list for the season. But let's start off with the Florida haunts. Now, I will be honest with you. I did not have time. We don't have 2 hours to break down the trailers and the websites and the images and the everything for the haunt. So literally, this is just to kind of point them out so you can put them on your radar. So at any time, if you need to, you can either A, pause this video and get the information for the haunt, or you can always go to HauntScene.com, our website, where we have a haunted attraction directory for Florida. So we'll actually have all the links to all the websites and ticket links and their calendars. We are also linking out to the episodes where we did previews for the haunts. So everything should be on HauntScene.com. You could definitely check it out there. Okay. All right, let's get started here. And let's talk about North Florida. Okay. So we already talked about 13th Floor Jacksonville. Amazing. Do it. Go do Buc-ee's, go do Whataburger, do all the things, do that one, because we love 13th floor. But up in the northwest, north central western part of the state here, there are a couple haunts I want to put on your list. One of them is going to be the Kirby Farm Scary Train. This is at the Kirby Family Farm. It is a family haunt. I'm going to try to be pretty upfront, like what kind of haunt it is, or if it has a family option, because not everybody who's watching the show is going to be just like hardcore haunters and they want like the scariest experience ever. You might be like Melissa, where you want to go to something that's maybe a little bit less intense for the little ones, right?
I mean, like 3 pumpkins.
Yeah, like 3 pumpkins.
3 pumpkins or less.
Yeah. So we've had a good time when we've gone out to the Kirby Farm, family farm out there for Scary Train. Definitely check it out if you go there. We'll bring up the information in a moment. I do want to point out that there is another haunt also in Williston called the Homestead Haunt, and they're doing an experience called the Maze this year as well. So here's the information for those, but that's kind of like what's up in that region. And here is the information. Scarytrain.com will link you out there. Their opening date is going to be Friday, October 4th. The Maze, Homestead Haunt, and they have like another experience that goes along with that. I think a little more intense experience. Go to homesteadhaunt.com. But both of these are in Williston. That one opens on Friday, September 20th, which is this Friday. So go out there and do that if you're up in that particular area. Last year, they had an experience called The Swamp that I was able to go to. I really liked it. It was more of like a immersive, interactive walkthrough experience rather than a straight up haunted attraction. But I love that stuff, so I really liked it. Nothing but good things to say about Homestead. So check that one out right there, and we'll see when we can get up there to do this one this year. All right. So, North Florida. You ready for that?
Ready. Let's
All right.
go.
All right. Now, there are a lot of haunts in here. I kind of broke this down by region. Keep in mind, this is not an exact science because there are lots of haunts in different areas. It was hard to kind of map them all. So I kind of put them in pretty big region buckets. But we've got a bunch of haunts here in the Orlando region. So think Orlando and maybe like a 45-minute radius around that ish from like downtown Orlando. We have a ton of stuff to do in this region. So if you're watching and you're from the Orlando area, you could check out, I don't know. Let's look at all these haunts. You could check out a Petrified Forest, which we love a Petrified Forest.
A Petrified Forest.
So that opens on Friday, October 4th. Petrifiedforest.com. That's in Altamont Springs, aka North Orlando. That is going to be awesome. They've already released their themes. We actually had them on the show. That was really cool. Also in that kind of North Florida, Northwest Orlando area, like Lake County, there is going to be Fear Reach Scream Park, which we went there. It was brand new last year. It was freaking awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
So, Kale, Leah, everybody, Brennan, everybody that we talked to there, you are all awesome. Definitely check out fearreachscreampark.com. They're in Tavares, Florida. That one opens up next Saturday on the September 28th. By the way, if I get a date wrong, I'm sorry. I had to look at 40 different things. I tried to triple check it, but we'll see. All the information is on the website right there. Now, Fear Reach has the same experiences they had previously, but they have increased the size of them to make them significantly longer and more intense. So we did talk to them about that on the show. Really excited about that. I can't wait to show you. Now, keep in mind the way the season works, if you're not familiar with Haunt Scene, is we'll be going out doing these haunts and then talking about them the following week. So we got Fear Reach coming up, I think, next weekend. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. So you got those right there. Also want to throw a shout out to Mortar Manor. Now, Mortar Manor is really unique because it is actually open year round. It is in Old Town in Kissimmee, Florida. I love Mortar Manor because it does scratch that itch in the off season, but that doesn't mean to ignore it during the season. This is a really good, kind of like training. I wouldn't say training wheels. It's probably a bad thing. It's a really good place to take your friends and family to see if they can handle haunted attractions, because it's not very expensive. It's like $15 to go through. It's a really good. I mean, it's amazing. But I think if you're not sure whether your kid's ready for that, you might want to check out Mortar Manor. It's not too much of a crazy investment there. But Mortar Manor is really cool because it's open all year. There's a little shop next door called the Postmortem Boutique, which we really like. Good place to buy spooky stuff in the off season. And when was the last time you went to Mortar Manor?
Maybe a year or two ago.
Okay.
And last time I was there with you guys. Whenever you guys were there last.
All right.
So
I think the last time I went there was in January.
Maybe you should make a group.
Maybe we will.
Again,
yeah. Yeah. We'll see if we can get out there.
Time.
I mean, we can go and meet up in like an off night. Let me know if you're local in Orlando. You want to meet up at Mortar Manor on one of our off nights.
Let's go.
You can do that right there. By kids, Kira thinks is okay. So she thinks Mortar Manor is $20 now, so it looks like it's gone up a little bit. And by kids, I'd say 13 plus. Mortem can be pretty scary. Kira has a lot of experience with that. All right, next one over here. Now this is going to be a brand new haunted attraction to us, but it was open previously. It's going to be Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail. Now we will actually be there on Friday. So I've made a trip out. I've walked it. It's pretty cool. It's at Sensational Farms out there. Thank you for sponsoring us. It's got 2 trails. It's got like spooky cornhole. It's got a DJ, a light show, and all kinds of stuff. Kind of a little bit of a smaller scale haunt. I wouldn't go into this one, expecting these haunts are not like Halloween Horror Nights or like Howlscream. Some of these are more a little bit smaller scale. I'm not saying that makes them any better or worse. But Dr. Grimley's HauntedTrail.com. Check that out. I'm excited to see this one for the first time on a Saturday. Same. We'll be out there.
You mean Friday?
Friday. Yes, we'll be out there Friday. Saturday, we'll be at Sir Henry's.
We'll be at Sir Henry's.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Molly Zombie's in here, ready to go. Awesome. Make sure you follow Molly Zombie on all the social medias right there. But this one's in Umatilla, Florida. I'm probably butchering that. Yeah, but definitely check out Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail. I can't wait to talk about these 2 haunts that we're going to be doing this weekend on the show next Tuesday. that one's going to be a neat show because we're only talking about 2 haunts. Some of the other weeks we're talking about like 4 or 5 haunts. We got to squish them in right there. But you got all kinds of things to do right there. Moving on over here, Tales of Terror has moved. This one's going to be in Astatula, Florida, also in that region up there. So in that Lake County area, Umatilla, Astatula, Tavares, you've got some other haunts. You might actually be able to do more than one night up there. Tales of Terror, kind of interesting because they're going to soft open on October 5th. This is an 18 and up haunt, and this is the only 18 and up haunt that we have in Florida. You do have to fill out a waiver.
That's crazy.
I know,
You
right?
gotta fill out a waiver this year? That's wild.
Yeah, you got to fill out a waiver. 14200 Corkwood Lane. Go to talesofterrorhaunt.com. I just talked to Ash. Shout out to Ash here. They did set up a promo code that you can use on the website that is good until the 22nd. So you got 5 days to use that. And that is going to be $3 off tickets. So they're doing a soft launch for this, a soft opening on October 5th. But you can go out there and check out a Tales of Terror Haunted Attraction. I mean, some of the things we've done with Ash have been pretty intense. So I can imagine
crazy.
what an 18 and up event's going to look like.
I can only imagine.
And yeah, so we'll be doing that one. I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, definitely check out Tales of Terror. Should be fun. And then something that opens up a little bit later in October, but I want to put this on your calendar, is going to be the Casadega Haunted Attraction. So you can look them up, Casadega Haunted at .wixsite.com. You can look them up on the other social medias there. This one's in Lake Helen, the Casadega area. It's a big psychic camp and all that. But this one opens up a little bit later at the Casadega Hotel, which is already haunted as heck. But they've got like a Wizard of Oz theme this year.
That's right, you've been before, right?
Oh yeah, I go every year.
I haven't been to
I
this
go
one
to
yet.
this one every year, but I usually do it like, I mean, it's only open like the last 2 weeks of October. I usually go right at the end, and it gets pretty busy, but it's a really cool haunt. Like it has a really cool vibe to it. Yeah.
I'm gonna go this year.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to everything this year.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna do everything.
Okay. Everything.
Everything. Shouts Casadega. Love you guys. And then next, I literally just threw this in at the last second because I forgot to post the video that we did, the little Gators, Ghosts, and Goblins. There's like the little museum, the Swamp Monster Museum that they had. Our buddy Dan Carroll does that.
I'm gonna go to Gatorland.
And I went to Gatorland. It's really cool. Now, this is another family-friendly event. There's nothing too crazy or intense here.
3 pumpkins or less. I'm game for it.
But the haunt walkthrough thing, even though it wasn't like it was family friendly, but it was so cool. Last year they had like the history of the Halloween. I just posted this video on our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe there. Check that video out. But Dan Carroll, oh my God, that video was so cool. Did you watch the video?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God,
It's so cool. I
it was
wanna go.
so good.
Makes
And
me
you
wanna
walk
go
around, there's like
even
little photo ops and little spooky things to do. I was able to check that out. That one's gonna start a little bit on there. I actually think that date is wrong. Hold on one second. Oh my God. That's our first
The
wrong
magic of
date.
live television.
Hold on. I'm gonna correct that right now. I just noticed that right there. Hold on one second. We're gonna fix that. I think it starts earlier than that, but let me just double check it here. All right, if you know the date, let me know in there. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. October 12th. Okay, sorry about that. Gators, Ghosts, and Goblins starts on October 12th. I know that was wrong at the moment I looked at it. Definitely check that out. October 12th is actually going to be Saturday. So Saturday, October 12th. I am so sorry, but that's why I'm correcting these as I go. All right. And then we also have Haunting Nights, which I got a chance to kind of do last year because we got rained out the night we went.
I saw your video. It was adorable.
But dude, it is so cute. Now, once again, they have a family-friendly option, and they also have a more, I wouldn't say teen plus experience there. It doesn't seem like it's like too crazy intense, but it does seem like it was really cool. Now, this is like Instagram, like for the Gram Central. There's so many cool photo ops. I love this one. Really cool people, really cool locations. This is at the Harry P. Lou Gardens in Orlando. Definitely check out HalloweenInTheGarden.com. I really wished we unfortunately ran out of time at the end of the season. We ran out of time slots because remember, there's only 60-ish days in the season, maybe a little bit more. and most of these things are only open like Wednesday through Sunday. So we kind of just ran out of slots to do that right there. But we're doing it for the gram, baby.
Do it for the gram.
But I can't wait to check out Haunting Nights. Again, it was really cool to do the full event. That one opens on September 27th right there. And by the way, if you do reach out to any of these haunts, just tell them that HauntScenes sent you because, yeah, that's what we do. All right. Moving on. We're going to move on over here. And I wanted to put this in like Central Florida, but I kind of made it its own region here. But in Central Florida, like the Polk County area where I'm at, because we're here in Polk County in Davenport, Florida. We got some new and returning stuff here, which is going to be really interesting, like Terror at the Track, new haunt at the Auburndale Speedway, South Central Florida, Sebring, Florida. That's going to be the Terror Trail down there.
That's a fun one.
But Terror at the Track is going to be at the Auburndale Speedway in Winter Haven, Florida. I know that's a little confusing because it's in Winter Haven, but brand new. Shout out to Courtney running that out there. TerrorAtTheTrack.com. Check that out. Locate the Auburndale Speedway. Like I said, brand new. Looks really cool. Got a chance to walk through it a couple weeks ago. And now I'm starting to get the fully themed pictures. And I never really realized that I needed to do a haunt at a racetrack. And the haunt that's built there looks like it belongs there. Like it's an extension of the actual for real racetrack there.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have a choice.
Even the scary ones, can we go back to the family-friendly ones?
No.
Okay.
Eventually, we're just gonna have somebody that just does the family-friendly version.
Just does the family-friendly ones. We're gonna do the super scary ones.
Yeah. All right, so you got these ones right here, and then kind of moving over here to south. Last year I actually had this in the South Florida region. It's kind of halfway between Central Florida and what we consider South Florida. So I'll call it mid-central South Florida. But that's going to be Terror Trail. This one opens up on Friday, September 27th. It's like a mile long right there. You're going to park at the Sebring Raceway. And TerrorTrailSebring.com. Definitely check this one out. If you've never ever been, it is really cool. It is everything's outdoors. It is a long walking trail, and it is really spooky, really creepy, really cool soundtrack they had, at least when we went previously.
It's very creepy sound, and you're walking through like the woods.
Yeah,
nature is scary.
It's dark, and yeah, this is a good one. A little bit of a hike, worth it though. Definitely check out Terror Trail down in Sebring, Florida. Okay. What?
I'm loving your voice on this mic.
I know. We have it set up where we can actually monitor our voices through the mic. I could change it, though. You want to hear something different?
Yes, I do, yes.
Hi. Hello. Can you hear that?
Oh my God, that's amazing.
What? Do you want me to change you want me to do the rest of the episode like this?
Yes.
Like a monster?
Like a monster.
All right. No, we're not going to do that.
That's awesome.
That's cool. We also have sound effects, too. I don't know if that works. Like when you make a joke. Hold on. When Melissa makes a joke. That's what it sounds like.
Thank you.
Let me know if you can hear those sound effects in the chat, because I don't know if that's working or not.
I like the ASMR.
You like, all right, and then you're going to go down to Sebring, and you're going to do the Terror Trail down there, and tell them that Johnny Browntoe from HauntScene's sent you. I don't know if that works. Okay.
0% off.
0% off. Use code HauntScene at every haunt for $0 off.
That's great.
All right.
Sorry.
All right, now let's move on over here to west side of Central Florida here. This is going to be like the Tampa area, Hillsborough County, starting over and from like Plant City, like the I-4 corridor going into Tampa right here. There are a lot of really cool options in this particular area. So let's go ahead and go into them. All right, so Sir Henry's Haunted Trail opens officially on Friday, September 27th. We will actually be out there on Saturday for the media event, for the preview. Can't wait to see all of our media friends there. By the way, if you are a media friend and you are people that we like legit know, we do have friendship bracelets for you with a little hoodie on there. We don't have enough to give to every single person we meet, so you might get a button or a sticker, but friendship bracelets are for friends. So if we can do that, we'll go ahead. Melissa's not allowed to give these away because she'd give them all out in like 5 seconds. Like, here's 300. Boom.
Here's the one.
Thank you to Katie for making the vast majority of these. because she's amazing. Thank you.
Good job, Katie. Thank
Shout
you.
out. All right, so Sir Henry's Haunted Trail has revamped a lot of their stuff there, all new trail. We had them on the show a couple weeks ago to preview this. Definitely go to sirhenryshauntedtrail.com. You can see all the trailers and everything. Follow them on social media. But we have a blast out at Sir Henry's Haunted Trail every single time. Can't wait to talk about this one right here. But yeah, we love this one in Plant City. Shout out to Zach. Shout out to Calvin. Shout out to everybody at Sir Henry's Haunted Trail because Amanda, Brad, by the way, and I didn't include it in this, but they have a new book that is available. They have like a book series of like the canon, the stories for their characters, but this year they're doing a cookbook, which was my joke idea, and I have a recipe in the cookbook.
The grilled cheese.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
So if you want to learn how to make my exclusive amazing grilled cheese, you can buy that book. People have been asking me for decades, John, how do you make those grilled cheese? Except Katie, she doesn't really like my grilled cheese, but it's okay because they're not cheesy enough.
It's bread and cheese. You can't go wrong.
Apparently you can. But definitely check out the Sir Henry's Haunted Cookbook. I am excited to get my copy there. I will sign it for you if you want me to autograph your copy when you buy it.
I'll get a copy.
Do you have a recipe in there?
I don't.
Oh, you want me to sign your book?
Yes, can you sign my book?
I will sign.
I'll buy a cookbook.
Look,
and you can sign
I am
it.
available to sign books. I will sign your body. I will
Babies.
sign your children. I will sign your pets. Just bring me something to sign and I will write my really scraggly. You can get, how about I will sign my name on your arm and you get it tattooed on it.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good. Cool. All right. Very cool. All right. Sir Henry's awesome. Moving on over here, another family friendly event. And we do have a very special icon up here at the very, very top right of Creatures of the Night at the Zoo Tampa in Florida.
Aliens?
There are several haunted attractions here in Florida that feature aliens, baby.
Let's go.
All right. So opening Friday, September 27th, Creatures of the Night at the Zoo Tampa. This is a family-friendly event. It is also for the gram. It's really cool. Even if you're an adult, we still had an absolute blast with this. They do have little haunts that are not really intense. Although we did see their haunts wreck adults, which was kind of cool.
True, though.
And they're rated by pumpkins, which is really cool. Like this is a 3 pumpkin haunt or whatever. So that was really cool there. But shout out to everybody at Creatures of the Night. Can't wait to check this one out here. And yeah. And then they also have an alien theme this year. So that's very important. Definitely do that. Support all of the UFO aliens in the different haunts. I'm going to get every single haunt to do an alien theme
One
at
year
some
it's going to
point.
be all UFO aliens.
Yep.
Just for Johnny.
All right. And then at the USS American Victory, which is the ship that is behind the Florida Aquarium, you can check out Undead in the Water. This is their 7th season, which is just nuts. They have like a 50s like Susie Homemaker slasher thing going on this year.
Okay.
Check out
All
their
right.
trailer. But undeadinthewater.com, they open up on Friday, September 27th. This is behind the Florida Aquarium. Really easy to get to. Pretty neat. This one is one of the most unique experiences you can do in Florida because it's on a ship. You're
actual
going
battleship.
on the ship. You're going up and down different levels, and you're on the deck, and you're inside, and you're on different levels, and it's insane.
You're up, you're down, you're up again, and then you're down again.
It's a little bit of a workout, but it's really, really cool.
I always
and
look forward to this one. I love this one a lot.
yeah, we've every single year has been a unique experience, and they've done this 7 times. They always change up the theme and everything, but just being on the ship, even if you just walk around the ship, which you can, and do a tour, like a self-guided tour throughout the day, if you want to go and experience that. The ship itself is creepy and super duper haunted, but you can definitely check out Undead in the Water, and we love them. They're awesome.
You sure can ask me a question
Yep.
now. It's the girl from What's a Terror.
Oh,
I was
no.
Like, she had the accent. I was like, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, they're going to be stalking us now.
Yeah, that's fine. She's really cool.
That's
she's,
cool.
she's probably
You
one of
know,
my favorite characters.
We had such a good time.
Their characters are so
What's the Chair
awesome.
was amazing. I could literally talk about What's the Chair all night, but we got to keep moving on. All right, so Undead in the Water, check that one out. It is awesome. Put that one on your list. Moving on over here to Seffner, Florida, which is right off the freeway in Seffner, kind of moving from like Plant City into Tampa. You can check out Pemberton Haunters, Hillbilly Mayhem. This one opens on Friday, October 4th. I've actually been out there a few times this season or preseason to check out the haunt and walk through it. This is technically a home haunt, but it is not a home haunt. It's just a haunt that somebody built in their yard, and it's hard to explain. I was
Pennies.
completely blown away by Pemberton Haunters last year. So Rich, Mara, everybody out there, you guys did an awesome job. I cannot stress, you got to do Pemberton Haunters. It's really, really cool. It's pretty cost effective. I think it's like $15 you can go through, or pretty cheap. But definitely check out PembertonHaunters.com. They have a real website now. And put this one on your list. They open on Friday, October 4th. Yeah. And you might see some special props in Pemberton that they may have got from me. So yeah, very cool. And then moving out over here, a haunt that I did not get a chance to do last year. It was supposed to be covered, but unfortunately something happened. We didn't get a chance to get out there, but Chumley Park. This one's in Bushnell, Florida. So check out Chumley Park. I don't really know a lot about it. I just know they built like this big concrete castle thing. But check out Chumley Park out there. They open on Friday, October 4th as well. This is one that's just kind of blipped on my radar, but I want to make sure that I get a chance to mention them there. But yeah, okay. All right, moving on here to South Florida, which is an area that we go to every single year. We did get a couple bad news things. If you are interested, I want to go back here to the Tampa map because I just found out that unfortunately Vault of Souls will not be operating this year. Hopefully they're going to come back next year, 2025. So if you're a fan of the Vault of Souls, unfortunately they will not be up and running this year. And then I wanted to talk about South Florida because we just found out that unfortunately No Way Out Miami will not be operating this year, but they're going to be coming back soon as well. Okay. I wanted to make sure I give them a shout out to at least keep them on your radar for the future. Okay. So moving on here to South Florida here, we always make a trip down to South Florida every single year to hit up all the Flanagans. What are you laughing at?
They're bald.
Oh, they're making, the characters were calling me bald. Thanks, I'm bald. It's cool. By the way, you got these really cool Woods of Terror shirts.
Yeah, right, look, we got the same ones.
I know. Yeah, we're doing so bad. Everything's so out of order. All right.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm talking to them in the chat.
Oh.
She goes, why are you so amazing?
You're not co-hosting right now?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I got distracted.
You just chat?
I'm sorry.
That's fine. All right, so South Florida. Go down to South Florida. We're going to hit up the Fright Nights at South Florida Fairgrounds. These are like our BFFs in the haunt industry. We love you so much. They're literally like our family, and I feel like we may be a part of theirs. And I think this year the plan is to spend 2 nights at Fright Nights, and maybe one of them you might see us jump out and scare you. So we're going to spend 2 nights at Fright Nights. Love you guys, Alex, Craig, everybody that we know, Steven, Brad, everybody that we know down there. We absolutely love you. Thank you for sponsoring us. Mm-hmm. It is such an amazing haunt. I cannot wait to get a time lapse of the projection effects and everything.
Yeah.
There's entertainment. It's part of like a carnival. They got carnival rides and games and stuff like that. But Fright Nights is awesome. They're having 4 haunts this year. All the themes look amazing.
Oh, David has
really excited about that. David's there.
You're probably gonna have to
David
carry
has the child.
You're probably gonna have to carry that again.
You have our child. I don't know if you want me to bring it back or
you have our child. You're gonna have to bring that back.
All right, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Don't encourage them. All right.
You might have to carry it like on the.
How about you make Melissa carry something, like a live tarantula?
No! Don't. You know they would do that. David will make me do that. Don't say that.
Yeah. Why are you always throwing me under the bus, Spider Girl?
No, let them. Why can't you hold like a snake or a puppy?
A puppy.
Wow. Or a basket of cookies. Come on, Johnny.
No. Okay. Fright Nights, West Palm Beach. Can't wait to check that out. Also, we love Flanagan's down there, so we can get some rip rolls. We may end up at Flanagan's 3 days in a row, like we did every year. That's gonna be awesome. Did we hear that someone likes birds? I mean,
I like.
Well, we can have that conversation when we get down there. We got lots to talk about.
Yeah.
All right, moving on down here to Nightmare Village at the Extreme Action Park in Fort Lauderdale. Now, we love them. Oh, by the way, I should probably be bringing up the information here. Right. Okay. Fright Nights, South Florida Fairgrounds opens October 6th. Horrorland Scream Park is opening on September 22nd. That's this weekend. They also have a freaking alien trail. Let's go.
Aliens, let's go.
So that one as the Jungle Island down there. thehorrorland.com. They've got some new themes, and they've steadily they transitioned from a drive-through haunt years ago to now they've been doing a walk-through haunt for the last couple of years, and it's gotten steadily cooler every single year. So I'm really excited about that. And they have aliens, so we have to go to Horrorland.
You just put the little alien icon here next to all the trails.
Well,
They have
I mean,
aliens. That's
obviously,
cool.
we have a lot of fans that are interested in alien attractions,
That's really cool.
alien abduction themed attractions. So now we've had, what, 3 of them now?
Yeah.
2 or 3? Yeah. So check that out. Aliens, baby, and Weebles. Yep. So got those 2 right there. Moving on. Heading over to Nightmare Village is at the Extreme Action Park here in
Nightmare
Fort Lauderdale,
Village.
which is a pretty cool. They got go-karts. They've got all kinds of like arcade games. They got food. It's like a big place for adults and stuff. But they have 2 haunted attractions there. Shout out to everybody, Freddie and everybody we know down there. Can't wait to check that out. ExtremeActionPark.com will link you to the tickets. That one opens on Friday, October 4th down there. Can't wait to do that. And then another alien-themed
Alien
trail.
31.
So
Area 31.
Legends of Oblivion, we went down there a couple of years ago. It was our first year. We went on opening night. We're going to be checking out Legends of Oblivion again, Chapter 2, Area 31. So they've been off a couple of years. They're back. Haunted SWFL down in North Fort Myers, Florida. They open on October 18th. Alien-themed trail. I will be there. Very cool.
Johnny's gonna rope drop it.
We're doing an alien road trip.
Alien road trip.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So that's gonna be kind of cool down there. But all kinds of stuff to do in South Florida. I know there's some other haunts in the area. We have not had a chance to connect with them yet. But definitely keep your eyes open for other options out there. Okay. So you got those right there. Other things I just wanted to kind of point out, and these are just things that kind of like blipped on my radar, and I just want to mention them. Halloween Shop of Horror is a Halloween display in Winter Garden, Florida. So it's like West Orlando side right there. And I've been seeing a lot of cool trailers and things that they've put out there. We don't get a lot of chances to go out and do like home haunts or displays a lot, just because it's hard for us to take a whole night to drive so far for a small, like tiny thing. If we can couple it with something else, or we happen to be in the area, we might check it out. But I wanted to put that on your radar there, Halloween Shop of Horror.
The 18th will be out of town for Legends of Oblivion.
Well, that's when it opens.
Oh,
So I have it on my calendar. I'm gonna make a separate trip to go there, probably by myself. I'm gonna beam myself there.
Teleport.
Yeah.
I wanna come with you to see the alien.
Yep. Yeah, just because these dates are the opening dates, we actually have a whole calendar. I'm not going to show it to you because it's too crazy. But you know, we will try to do all these things, as many things as we can. Fearville in Largo, Florida. This one kind of popped up on our radar last year. We didn't get a chance to go, but put that one on there. Check that out. Paranoia is down in Miami. This is also open year round in the South Florida area. It's a blackout maze. If you've never experienced something like that, you might want to check that one out right there. So there is other stuff out there. I mean, there's stuff in the Panhandle. There are other haunts out there. And I apologize, I'm not mentioning every single haunt. I'm sure there's probably 100 other haunts in Florida, but these are the ones that are currently on our radar. So we'll be checking those out right there. Kelly Springs has a kayak haunt.
Yeah, the one that Kara showed me. It's pretty cool.
Dinosaur World has a
Dinosaur
haunt.
World
Jurassic
has-
Haunt.
Oh.
I forgot to mention that in here.
Legoland brick or treat.
Well, okay, so
I'm just saying.
we don't do those.
I know. It's
Theme
fairly-
park, like Mickey's Not So Scary, or
I
that.
did Mickey's Not So Scary in August.
You can have fun with that, but does that count as a haunt?
Well, to me it does.
Sure.
It's Halloween related, I guess. I don't know.
All right. So there
It's
there
for
is
pumpkins or
other
less.
stuff out there, but you know. I know. I can just see the email I'm going to get from Legoland tomorrow. Why wasn't Brick or Treat on there? Sorry, Legoland. All right, but check these out right there. And then there's other spooky stuff I just wanted to mention before we start to wrap this up right here. Okay. UFO Festival every year in Pine Bush, New York. A lot of UFO sightings throughout the years.
There you go, Johnny.
Spooky haunt aliens, right?
Yes.
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 All right. Other spooky stuff. Once again, maybe you don't like haunted attractions. I don't know why you're watching the show, but it's okay. Why are you here? But there are some other things I wanted to put on your radar that maybe you're looking for something different out there, right? So I do want to point out Phantasmagoria, we love Phantasmagoria. We absolutely love you, John, Dion, Sharandy, Jeremy, whoever's still with you guys. I absolutely love freaking Phantasmagoria. I've probably seen them like a dozen times. They're going to be everywhere. If you have not seen the Phantasmagoria show, definitely check it out. In Eustis, Orlando, Tampa, DeLand, Ocala. Go to phantasmagoriaorlando.com. They're going to go and they do Grim and Grimmer Tales. So you can see their live performances. It is a complete unique take on a lot of these, like they do like Edgar Allan Poe, or they do Christmas Carol. They do all kinds of stuff. It is so good, and I'm absolutely obsessed. I'm obsessed where I'm like a fanboy. Sometimes I dress up to go to their show. Don't judge me.
You look so snazzy though.
I know,
look great,
right,
Johnny?
But we love them. Once again, I consider them like an extension of our family, and I like to think I'm part of theirs because I'm like a Phantasmagoria like groupie. But yeah. So check this out, phantasmagoriaorlando.com. This is not the only thing that they're doing, because they're also doing a ghost cruise. Now, Katie and I did an Italian wedding themed comedy cruise on this, and it was awesome. And we had a great time, and it was really cool. But they're going to be doing the Barbara Lee Ghost Cruise. Go to rivershiptix.com. And these are going to have different performances, Sunday dinners, Thursday lunch, Halloween lunch and dinner. Pretty cost effective here, but you're actually on a moving riverboat as the performances happen.
I saw your post.
It's really
It looked
cool.
like a lot of fun.
So I want to give them a shout out to that. Use code HauntScene for 0% off. Just kidding. But Phantasmagoria, we love you. You've been so supportive of us, and we love you so much.
Can I just say how much I love Byron's voice?
I do.
Like, I love his voice. Literally, he could read me like bedtime stories, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, we need to get him to like narrate our intro or something like that.
Please, yes, that would be great.
So cool. All right. Emerald Cove has a Halloween event, Kelly Springs kayak thing. Yeah, there's more stuff out there. If you have other things, pop them in the comments. If you're watching the YouTube video, comment, do all the things, because, we don't know what we don't know. So put those things in our awareness as well. Obviously, we got a bunch of really big horror conventions coming up here. We got Spookala, that's going to be in Tampa, Florida, from October 4th to the 6th. I believe we'll be there during the day at one of those. Spooky Empire will be October 11th to the 13th. I think we'll be on a road trip at that point, but we will have folks to cover that, so you will see Haunt Scene there. It just might not be us particularly right there. Katie wants me to take her on the Haunted River Cruise, please, okay? But yeah, you gotta go to the guests at Spookala, the guests at Spooky Empire. Spooky Empire's been like knocking it out of the park with all their guests. Recently, they just announced like Christy Swanson, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
No way!
I know, right?
Get out of town, man.
So
yeah, they just what Spooky Empire released? What is it, Carla?
Carla Gugino.
Yeah, from the Blind Manor.
She's
Yep.
well,
Haunting
she's
of
from
Hill House.
many things.
Yeah,
but
she's in a lot of things.
she's also
that was pretty cool. I saw
I
that today.
kind of have a crush on Carla Gugino as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Watchmen. Oh my god. All right. So yeah. So you may not see us, like Melissa, Kira, and I at these
there.
physically, but
Maybe
you
spiritually
might
we'll
see
be there.
Kristen there. You might see Nicole there. You might see some of the other representatives. Shout out to Kristen and Nicole, who are also helping us out this year.
Maybe we get like wooden standees or something and put them in the corner of the convention.
Yep. Carry me around like a little thing. All right. So to put these on your list. Very cool. I know Spookala has a VIP event that they're doing with Howl Scream. That's actually a really cool idea. So put these on your list for Tampa and Orlando. Want to give a shout out once again to Dare to Escape. We went out and did the 7th Room. They have an asylum. At least last time I checked, they've got a couple horror escape games. The 7th Room is ridiculous. It's like being in a haunted house, haunted
scary.
Attraction escape game.
From what we heard, it's actually haunted.
Yeah. Cool. Yep. So definitely check these out. Yeah, it is haunted. We did a ghost investigation there. It was really, really cool. So shout out to Dare to Escape. I want to give a shout out to the Bureau. Not this last week of the weekend before, we went out. We've done some of their escape games before, but we were invited out to experience the Underground Game Show. Now, I never really realized how much I ever wanted to be on a game show, but it is a blast, and they've got a Halloween themed game show called Halloween Havoc. This is going to go through Halloween. We went out, we had a blast. We didn't win, but we had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah,
host was great.
Yep.
It was fun. The challenges were fun. We had a really good time with the Bureau. This one's in Orlando, kind of in the Universal area, so definitely check that out. Tell them that Haunt Scene sent you because, definitely support these things out there. Yeah, Halloween Havoc was awesome. And we got really competitive. We are very good at Halloween, or we're very good at horror movie trivia.
Yes, we are.
Are we good at general Halloween trivia?
Nope.
Not so much.
Not so much.
Are we good at physical challenges?
Nope.
Not so much. But we nailed the horror movie. We were just
yeah.
boom, boom, boom. We got most of those. All right. Thank you, Bureau. You are awesome. Shopping. Definitely put Atomic Horror in Orlando on your list. Go shop there. Buy all the spooky things. We also love Prometheus Esoterica, an oddity shop in Orlando. That's in Winter Park, Florida. Sorry. PrometheusEsoterica.com. Postmortem is next to Mortem Manor in Kissimmee at Old Town. The Artisan's Crypt in Daytona Beach. That is also like a little walkthrough. It has like a little spooky, it's a tattoo shop, but they also have like a little haunt walkthrough thing in like a museum stuff. It's really, really cool. We got to make our way back out there at some point. That was really cool. But buy all the spooky things from this place. Places, just go on and do all the things. Anything you find out there spooky. We did, Katie and I did Voodoo Bayou, really cool place to eat off Sand Lake in Orlando. Awesome for the gram. Definitely check that out.
We can do a
there are
birthday
other things
party
out there.
I don't know. Your birthday is exactly 2 months from today, Johnny.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Cool. I'll be out of town. I'm just kidding. All right. And ghost tours. I mean, what's spookier than the ghost tour? Obviously, connect with American Ghost Adventures. That's going to be in Orlando, Florida. Ting, I think it was actually Ting's birthday yesterday. So we love you, Ting.
Happy
You're
birthday,
amazing.
Ting.
We've done a couple of their ghost tours in Orlando. They're also like historical spooky tours. So you're going to learn about downtown Orlando. That was really cool. We did the official ghost tour in Ybor City, YborGhostTour.com. If you get a chance, go to the Spooky Lounge in Ybor. They have their own ghost tour, and they also have a really cool location to go in and have some food. They have some really good food. They also have like a little nightclub downstairs. There's also the castle. I've never been there. There's all kinds of stuff to do. I know I'm missing things. If you want to go do them, there's lots of stuff. What's up, Clint from Throw Geek?
What's up, Clint?
So that is, wow, it's already 8:53.
That's a lot.
That is a lot of stuff. I
crazy.
wish
You
we
went through
I
all
wish
that
we
in an
could have
hour?
kept like a counter of all the things that we talked about, but this is what we have on our radar for our spooky season. Is this a comprehensive list of every single thing out there? No. There's more stuff to do, but this is what we have kind of on our radar. I mean, we talked about 40-something things here. It might have even been more than that. I feel like it was like 50 or something like that. But there's so much stuff to do out there. Just get out there and do that. If you do have any questions about any of the haunted attractions or events, or you need to get a hold of somebody, please shoot a message to Haunt Scene or reach out to me personally, and I will connect you with who you need to connect to. I know that some of the events, like Dr. Grimley's still looking for some folks for their media event. Get out there and do the things. Keep an open mind. Have fun. Be positive.
Always be positive.
Yeah, always be positive.
Positivity goes a long way.
Yeah, go into everything with an open mind. Like literally, that's the criteria that we use when we go do things. We have one checkbox. Did we have fun? That's it.
That's it.
I'm not there to critically break anything down or review stuff. It's just, did we have a good time?
Just
And
have fun.
The cool part is everywhere we go, we want to have a good time. So most of the time, we have a good time. So get out there and do all of
It's haunt season, baby. Let's go. It's the best time of the year. Have fun. Be excited.
Yep.
Be safe.
And I see
Let's
a lot
do
of
it.
our friends in here. Remember, if you are a personal friend of Haunt Scene, we'll also give you a limited edition.
Oh, I have one too. Am I your friend, Johnny?
You are my friend. You're my best
Yay.
friend.
Thanks, Johnny.
There we go.
I love you.
Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this thing up here. But I am super duper excited about this season, creating content. You're going to see lots of vlogs and pictures, and make sure you're following Haunt Scene on everything. Before we do wrap this up, I want to give a shout out one more time to our platinum sponsors. Thank you to Fright Nights, West Palm Beach, Florida, myfrightnights.com. Check that out. Woods of Terror, Greensboro, North Carolina. I want to go back. We just don't have any time.
It's so much fun.
But woodsofterror.com. Tavares, Florida, Fear Reach Scream Park. Can't wait to check out what's new there. And then this Friday, like I said, Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail in Umatilla, Florida, drgrimleysHauntedTrail.com. Thank you all for sponsoring us. We do appreciate that. And we're going to wrap this thing up here because we're at the hour. That's a lot of talking.
Good job, Johnny. You covered a lot.
I know,
Covered
and I
a
know
lot.
most of it was me talking, but yeah. All right, so we got our sponsors here. A couple other things. Remember, if you are interested in sponsoring Haunt Scene, we do have a couple slots left for the season for the rest of 2024. Reach out to us and we will talk about that.
Seen on everything.
And Patreon. Thank you to our Patreon supporters, John Sebastian Val, Crystal Val, Mark Muncie, and SR Travel Stories. Thank you. And then make sure you're following Haunt Scene on everything because we are Haunt Scene on everything.
And then eventually we're going to add Haunt Scene ASMR to that.
I mean, and then you're going to go on. And no, we actually didn't do a Halloween Hornets video because we focused mainly on independent haunted attractions. So I apologize if I'm disappointing you.
But Melissa's actually out there creating lots of Halloween Horror Nights pictures and videos and all that stuff like that. I am done with theme park haunts for the season. Like, I went to Howl-O-Scream. Melissa went to Howl-O-Scream Tampa. Melissa still has a pass for Halloween Horror Nights. She'll be back there a lot.
Oh, I've been to Orlando. I still have to find time to go out to Tampa eventually. So,
But
we have so much
I
on our
am
plate.
done with theme park stuff for the season. I did the premium night for Horror Nights. I did the media night. I did Howl-O-Scream Tampa. I did their preview event. And then I don't think I'm going to personally make it to Howl-O-Scream in Orlando, but Melissa went. And so we were able to cover it. But remember, our bread and butter here is going to be independent haunts. And we want to support these local businesses, these small businesses. And that's what we want to connect people with. That's why we run Haunt Scene for the 10th season.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, kids, we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. I do appreciate everybody. You are all awesome here.
We love you all so much.
Know,
the Muffin Man?
do you know the Muffin Man?
Who lives on Julie?
I do know the Muffin Man.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Now get my gumdrop buttons.
Do you like chicken nuggets with honey mustard?
Oh, my God. Chicken nuggets?
Chicken nuggets?
Barbecue sauce? Honey mustard?
You know the Muffin Man?
Okay.
The Muffin
All
Man.
right. Next show, we are going to talk on Tuesday. We will have some highlights from Dr. Grummy's Haunted Trail. We will talk about Sir Henry's Haunted Trail, so we'll have some pictures. We'll have our reactions. We'll have the things that we loved about these haunts. I'm sure that we're going to have a good time at both. And that is going to be it for this episode of Haunt Scene. But yeah. Thank you, everybody that watches. I appreciate whether you're watching this live, whether you're watching the replay, whether you're watching this and the replay on YouTube. You are all awesome. Go down there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the hearts, comment your favorite emoji, whatever you got to do. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for the support for Haunt Scene for the last 10 seasons, which has been really cool. And once again, that's going to be it for us tonight. Till next time, spook easy.
As always, happy haunting. Have a good night.
And
Bye.
let's freaking haunt, baby. Bye.
Give me some treats.